2021. Who am I? Of course, I am James. You are you. We are here for a pivotal milestone episode of the show that people say will not go away. It is episode 280 of At Home live on Twitch. I want to say that again. 280. And I can't say it without laughing because, frankly, I don't really liken myself to someone with a very strong work ethic. I have very little ambition, not particularly goal-oriented. If you were to ask someone, let's say, like, I don't know, Dave Kaufman, he might say that he does more work than me in 1 hour than I do in a month. Would that be accurate? And I would say fairly. So the fact that we are now within our 280th hour, give or take a few spillover episodes, truly boggles my mind. It's laughable, really, because we all know this show's going downhill. You know, we're on borrowed time. This show, you put it on the shelf and you're excited to. This show's like an urn. Someone croaks in your family. I didn't need to say croak. I could have said passed on, moved to the other side, on the wrong side of the dirt, croaked. You bring home the urn and you put it in a special place and you look at it with a lot of fond memories, but eventually it just becomes no different than a book that you plan to read or the picture in a frame of your uncle that was a little weird. That's what this show is. It's like a deceased person in an urn. It exists on a shelf. But I would like to imagine that the shelf exists in your heart. Because no matter what we do and where we go with this show, I would like to think that this episode, as well as the others that we have produced, and maybe the ones that we will produce in the future, will be known as cherished memories. Because I am someone who really appreciates a cherished memory. Why can't tonight's show be a classic? Last week, Santa Claus was on. Connor Rose was on. Why can't tonight's Monday edition of At Home be an all-time great? The reason is we've got a nice murderer's row of guests. Coming up later on, Racquel Belmonte comes to us almost every single week from British Columbia, where it is currently supper time. Maybe she had dinner. Maybe she's going to have dinner. But in a few short months, she's going to be coming to us from the real time zone, the Eastern time zone, because she is moving to Toronto, Ontario. I know I have been quoted on this show as having made fun of Toronto on a multitude of occasions. I have referred to it as, quote, the city of losers. And I'd like to imagine that perhaps the stock will rise once Racquel moves. Racquel's going to be talking to us about that and so much more later on. Also tonight, Jason Grimmer is going to be here because this guy is a visionary. This guy is doing something that so few people dare to dream of, let alone do. He has taken a gigantic step as it pertains to improv show production. There's been a smattering of shows here, but what Jason has done is he is doing the first return to formatted improv. I said formatted improv, and improv nerds around the city's ears opened up and their buttholes clenched. We're going to talk about that with Jason later on in a segment that I like to call James Sells Out, where I bring on local merchants and otherwise to talk about their product. But as we've done in the past, because it's a fan favorite, we're bringing it back. It is Open Phone Line Monday. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, James, I'd like to call in. What's the number? I don't advertise the number. What I do is I plant it around the internet in a variety of websites. Sometimes we have callers who love this show and they're part of the fan base and they track the number down. Other times we get a lot of weirdos, right? Remember that guy, Roger? He wanted to drown people in a pool, right? There was also, I think his name was Dwayne. He hijacked a plane so he could get visitation rights to see his son. It only seems to happen when Dave is hosting. When I host, the callers very calm, cool, and collected. So why not go to the phone lines right now? We've got full phone lines. Now, I have to tell you, I can't promise we're going to get to every single call right now, but we will get to you. I urge you, stay on the line. So let's just start with number one. Line number one, you're on the air. I am James. Who are you?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hi, this is, Ron.
Ron, where are you calling from tonight, Ron? Somewhere in
Calling...
the city?
Sorry?
Somewhere in the city?
Yeah, I'm calling from my house.
Calling from your house. Okay, your house is in the city? Or are we talking
in
about Montreal?
NDG. Yeah, in NDG.
Got it, in NDG. How's it going tonight in NDG?
It's going pretty well. I'm happy that I came across this program. You look like you're having a good time.
Yeah, I'm having a pretty good time so far. So far so good. How's the night treating you? It's pretty hot, right?
It's okay. It's very hot, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to ground my son tonight.
Oh, well, how old's your son?
He's 16. He's a bit rambunctious. He's sort of
Right.
aimless. And yeah, he's good, up to no good. I caught him smoking pot.
Oh, you caught your son. Well, 16 years old is a time when teenagers start to experiment. So you grounded him. What does grounding entail on your end, Ron?
Oh, he's to stay in his room
Okay.
for a 2-week period. Of course, he can go to school, but he has to come home right afterwards. Of course, he can go into our backyard to kick the soccer ball around, but only for about an hour. Even prisons have recreation time.
Okay, so it sounds like you're a bit of a strict dad, which is fine. I'm not here to criticize the ways in which people parent their children.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's very difficult to raise a child. And look, I was watching you do your show, and you seem very motivated. You seem very together. And I was wondering if you had any advice for a young boy that I can pass along to my son, or maybe I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I've never actually done drugs, so I might not be able to bond with him on that level. But I'll tell you this: when I was in high school, of course, your
Props.
son's in high school. What's that now?
Props to you for not doing drugs.
Oh, well, it sounds like you're picking up your son's slang.
Well, I felt like to sort of identify with and communicate with him, I would maybe step down to his vernacular, but so far that hasn't worked. I'm looking for tips to kind of bond with him.
All right. So you want bonding tips with your son. Well, is there
Sure.
anything that you and your son have in common?
Uh, Not really. He likes to longboard,
Mm-hmm.
and I
What
just
do you
like
like to do, Ron?
just regular things. Like I like the crossword and the Sunday Times, and
Right.
I like making a nice meal for the family and watching a respectful film with the family.
Right. Well, what about this? You talked about making dinner. What if you included your son? What's your son's name, by the way?
His name,
Yeah,
Ron Jr.
Ron Jr. So what if you, Ron, and Ron Jr., what if you said, son, you're a little aimless right now. Why don't we cook a meal together? Why don't we talk about what's on your mind these days, what you want to do moving forward after you get done with high school? And you can do that while getting active in the kitchen.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Maybe you could have like a fun dinner, like kind of in Old El Paso taco night.
Ooh, Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. Now, I'm getting a production note here because, of course, our callers, they're all screened. I've got your last name here.
Really?
This is blowing my mind.
Well, go ahead, say it.
Well, your last name is Jeremy.
Yes.
Well, that's quite a coincidence.
How? What do you mean?
What do you mean, how? Ron Jeremy?
That's me.
Right, okay, so I guess because you only watch respectful films, maybe something in what some would call a disrespectful film genre wouldn't be up your alley, right?
Well, not to watch with my family, but
Well, you're telling me no one has ever pointed out your name is Ron Jeremy and how that's a coincidence?
what's the coincidence, James? I'm Ron Jeremy. I live in NDG and I shoot
there's another
pornography.
Ron Jeremy who's an actor.
Yes,
You know of him.
that is me. What? What is happening right now?
Wait, am I? This isn't Ron
I
Jeremy.
want to know how to bond with my son. It's difficult to bond with him.
I'm talking to Ron Jeremy, the adult film star who's got problems with his son. You have a 16-year-old son. You're quite old.
Yeah, but I mean, I've had a lot of sex over the years, and sometimes one pops out.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, which I don't think I am. Haven't you been in some legal trouble recently?
I mean, I'm not legally obligated to, or I'm not legally able to talk about it, but yeah, right. I have some things going through the courts.
There's a lot of really damning claims about you.
Sure, I mean, there's damning claims about everybody.
Well, sure.
I'm sure if I peruse the internet long enough, I'd find something damning about you.
Well, I would suggest that your definition of damning and my definition of damning differ.
Perhaps. But you got confused by a name before, so who knows?
Well, because I didn't think that I was talking to the Ron Jeremy, a.k.a. the Hedgehog. I didn't even know you lived in NDG.
Well, you know, it's a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah, it is a beautiful neighborhood. Well, I didn't realize that despite your troubles, you were such a family man.
I'm trying to bond with my son here, James. You know, it's difficult.
I got to tell you something, Ron. Like, a lot of the stuff they're saying about you, I don't know if, you know, this is really the platform to have you on. I understand you're trying to turn your life around, but I you know, some of the stuff I've read, it doesn't really it's not my jam.
Oh, okay. So just because I have a big cock, you don't want to talk to me anymore?
No, that's not damning at all.
I get it. This happens all the time.
Well, okay, what about this? You know, just to bring things full circle, have you ever seen your son naked?
I mean, who hasn't seen their son naked as a parent?
I mean,
you change them when they're a kid.
But I guess I mean recently.
I mean, yeah, I've walked into the shower accidentally.
When you mean the shower, you mean the bathroom or the actual shower?
I walked into the shower.
While your son was in the shower?
Yeah, I didn't know he was in there, and I walked into it.
I guess it was pretty steamy.
It was very steamy.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've been known for walking into showers once or twice. Ron, I guess my question is, how do I put this, you know, tastefully? Does the apple fall far from the tree? Would you say that you have something in common with your son?
Are you asking about my son's cock, James?
No, it's interesting that you like to have a nice viewing of a respectful film and the crossword, but you're the one using vulgarities.
You're the one implicating it, James. Don't push this on me when you're the one painting the picture for the audience. You want to know about my boy's cock.
Well, I'm wondering maybe that...
And yet I'm the one in legal trouble. Unbelievable.
Encourage him to follow in your footsteps when he becomes 18.
Well, he's going to foot in my follow steps, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
Let's just say Subway's not the only thing serving up a foot long.
Well, I hope that it's more than $5. Well, Ron, I hope that my advice has helped you along the way tonight.
It has.
Oh, it has? Well, great. I never thought that I'd be
able
to help.
I'm looking at things from an entirely new perspective now.
All right, so you can have a Taco Tuesday and you can talk about the family
It's the perfect idea. Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, Ron, thanks for calling in.
Hey, no problem.
That was adult film star Ron Jeremy. I thought he was in prison. I guess there's been updates that I'm not familiar with. We have time for one more quick call. Let's go to line 2 right now. Line 2, you're on the air. I'm James. Who are you?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
James? Is that you?
Yeah, who's this? Who's calling tonight?
It's me. John.
John?
Yeah, it's John.
I don't know if I've ever had the pleasure of making your acquaintance, John. Is this your first time calling?
Yeah.
All right, well, what's going on tonight, John?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Just hosting a show live on Twitch right now.
Cool.
Yeah. So what do you want to talk about tonight? It's Open Phone Line Monday, John.
Well, I heard you had an improviser producer coming on the show.
Yeah, we have an improviser producer coming on the show. It's Jason Grimmer's coming up soon. Yeah. Are you interested in improv?
Well, I do improv, yeah. Maybe
really?
I should have called when he was on.
Well, he's going to be on.
Oh, I'll call back.
Well, I can put you on hold if you want.
Okay.
All right. Well, will you have a question for him? You know, I do improv as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to do a show together?
You and me?
Yeah, a duo.
No, it's John. I would like to imagine that I'm fairly ensconced in the improv community here. I've taught hundreds of people. I don't know if we've ever crossed paths. Where do you do improv?
I haven't yet.
Come again?
I haven't yet.
You've never done improv.
Not yet.
But you're asking me if I want to perform with you?
Yeah.
Well, that's very flattering. I think it's important that you kind of take some workshops and try to figure out, you know, how to make improv work before you dive right in.
No, I don't think so.
You said your name was John?
John.
You really reminded me of another person who calls this show.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
Yes. What's this guy named Sean? How do you spell your name?
It's with a U.
What do you mean with a U?
It's John with a U.
Well, so John is usually spelled Jon or John. How do you spell it?
J-A-U-N.
He spells his name S-H-A-U. You don't know this guy, Sean?
Never heard of him.
Because he wants to break into stand-up, but he refuses to do open mics. And this is very unusual that you want to do improv, but you don't want to take any workshops.
Yeah, why would he want to do an open mic? There's no one at those shows.
That's what he says.
Exactly. Why would I want to do a workshop? You're not performing in front of anybody.
He's like, there's no one out there to do the shows. I don't do a good job of impersonating him.
Oh, that sounded okay.
Well, so it sounds like neither of you want to put the appropriate work in.
Well,
John,
it just looks so easy.
Okay,
except
well,
when it sucks.
Well, you know, it certainly does from time to time, but there's a lot of reasons why improv can, you know,
I've
suck,
seen a lot
right?
of stinkers out there.
Like what?
Oh, I don't want to name names.
So you've seen shows
Easy Action.
Well, that's one of, if not the city's best improv shows.
Well,
you know,
I could do better than that.
One of the performers, Mark Rowland, you know, the one of the guys in the team, he's on this show a lot.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe this show is less good than I thought.
You know, John, you're coming in with a lot of attitude. Look, John, you want to perform. What's a couple, you know, core fundamentals in order to make improv successful?
Yes, please.
Yes, please?
Yes.
You want to define that?
My parents taught it to me when I was a kid.
I think you mean yes and, where it's like you hear an offer and you acknowledge its reality.
When somebody offers me something, I say, yes, please. Do you want some candy? Yes, please.
But with improv, you want to hold on to that yes, but then you want to replace the please with an and, right?
Maybe.
Well, no, not maybe. That's the way that it is, John.
Well, I don't know. It seems like yes, please. You get more. You win more. You get more candy
John,
with sugar, not wax.
What if? Because we got to get to our first guest. What if I do just a very quick example of why yes, please doesn't work and why yes and does work?
Okay, and then I'll do the same example and I'll show you why it works.
Okay, so I will do the yes and exercise with you, and then you can show me yes, please. So
okay.
I'm going to say something to you, and I want you to respond with like an enthusiastic yes. Then I want you to say and add a little bit on to what I just said using your own idea, right? So if I were to say, wow, John, it's a really hot day outside today.
Yes, please.
No, you're doing my example. I thought
sorry.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Hey, John, it's a really hot day outside today.
Yes. And?
This is where you want to add a little bit to it, right? So if it's a hot day, yes, and?
Yes, and? It's really hot.
Okay, so you did
scorching.
Yeah. So and then maybe I would respond with yes. and maybe we can go down to the lake and have a swim.
Okay, let's try one of my examples.
All right, okay.
I'll
so
set you up for a yes, please.
Yeah, set me up.
Do you want a number 1 combo, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay, coming right up. See?
Sure, but don't you see, like, that's where we hit, like, a road. It's just over, right?
No,
I'm
making you. Now I get to make the combo for you.
So I just wait while you make the combo?
Yeah.
All right.
Like a restaurant. What do
really
you do at a restaurant? You make it yourself?
You don't know Sean?
No.
All right. Well, look, John, if you ever want to take an open workshop, I lead a lot of those. They're often free, and
No,
I can,
thanks.
Can't believe he just blocked me. All right. Well, that was John calling into the show. Let's move on to our first guest of the night at the ripe hour of 9:29 p.m. In the spirit of improv, this youngster is putting on a show this Wednesday at the Diving Bell Social Club, an entire night of improv featuring 3 unique shows and formats. Jason Grimmer, welcome to tonight's broadcast. Hot enough for you?
Good one. And yes, it's very hot.
Did you hear that call?
I should turn my fan off. Would you like me to turn my fan off, James?
No, you know what? It's fine. It's hot enough for you.
Thank you.
So
Thanks.
You heard that call. What did you think about John, right? You and I?
John?
We met
I think John...
classes.
Yeah. I mean, John's like a typical, someone thinks they can just jump in and do the same job other people do without the training or without the experience. And it's a normal thing. And generally they're called stand-up comedians.
Okay. Well, this is a very fiery night. We got people trashing Toronto, improv, stand-up comedians. So Jason, look, you've got shows coming up this Wednesday. I'll be involved just a little bit. You want to tell people about what's going on in this edition of James Sells Out?
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot for the opportunity to sort of talk about this. We're doing the first episode of the Wednesday show, which is an offshoot of the Sunday show, which was curtailed by the shutdowns. So this will be the first show. It'll be the second to last Wednesday of every month for a few months. And we're going to be showcasing 3 separate shows within that night. So, for example, this on Wednesday will be a show called The Big Book of Improv. The second show, of course, that night will be Improvised Theater Volume 1. And then finally we'll end the night with Benji Manking's The Supercut. So it's 3 different themed shows, different things going on, and all featuring students from Variations Mile End.
Yeah, now let's chat about the school just a little bit, right? Classes have been underway for some time now. The first Variations productions, Jason, I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm super excited. I can't believe that I'm going to be able to walk down a few blocks and get on stage again and perform for a little bit. It'll go by way too fast, I'm sure.
Yeah, now you talked about the Big Book of Improv. This is the first time I will be on stage in over a year.
It's you.
And I am ashamed at how excited I am, not even to perform, to host.
I know, yeah. Man, it's a total honor to have you. I'm excited that you're the first part of the show. You get to sort of bring back that aspect of improv before everyone else did.
Now, I didn't expect this
to
feel sentimental in talking about it, but knowing that I've been bestowed with that honor, I now feel a lot of pressure.
Oh man, it's the best situation ever. You're with your friends, you're with your peers. Mark Rowland is doing is teching, so it's like old times already.
Yeah,
Dimitri and I are going to be there. It'll be easy.
We've taken the city's best improviser. We've put him behind the tech booth.
Yeah, exactly. You got to, because then it sort of brings him back, it humbles him, and then he comes back ready for the attack next time.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's chat. Where are the shows happening again, Jason?
Diving Bell. Don't have the address at hand. I'm sorry about that, but it's on Saint Laurent, on the Main in Montreal. Easy enough to find. 3rd floor. Underneath it is Champs. And underneath it is that is Blue Dog. And
we're
the 3
basically
shows
looking at the corner of Saint Laurent, Duluth.
Yes, thanks very much. 6:30 doors, $10 at the door, cash only, and then 7 o'clock the show begins.
And here's the thing:
the Big Book of Improv.
Maybe you want to make a whole night out of it. You head across the street before the show. You take in a film at Cinema L'Amour, right? A little skin flick.
Yeah, maybe go down to the market and pick up some, Mexican fried rice. There's lots of stuff you could do in the interim before the show, during the show, after the show. There's lots of stuff.
Go back to Cinema L'Amour later on. Get a little.
I mean, you might end up there later on because you've exhausted all other possibilities. You know, people have asked you, you know, do you want to come here? Do you want to go there? And you're like, no, I feel like I want to stay here near Cinema L'Amour because it's open for a while and there's things happening inside.
So you might be performing there before the performers take the stage. Now, Jason, I have to ask you, you're going to be performing at 7 o'clock. You a little nervous, maybe?
No, not nervous at all. Not at all. I think I will go up and it will be underwhelming for me, and it will be the same
underwhelming
as many.
for you.
I feel like I'll get up and I'll be like, oh, I wish I had done better in that time, just like every other time of improv.
Now, do you foresee, because I'm not only hosting, I'll be directing, you think I'm going to give you a hard time a little bit?
Man, you couldn't give me a hard time if I don't even know anything.
Yeah, I thought that was going to get a little dirty. I thought all that.
I wanted to say something like, couldn't give me a hard time even if you were a mattress salesman.
All right. Well, okay. Jason, before we take a couple calls here, there's going to be some new classes starting up real soon. Do you want to chat about that?
Yeah, we're still bringing our curriculum up to date. We've got some other classes with the performance series that did really well that you taught, performance 1, 2, and 3. So we're starting again at 1, which is just an interesting class that's experimental and enables people who have some improv experience to try some other things out to work on aspects they might not always work out in other classes or have the chance to do it. We're also bringing classes for ages 8 to 12 improv and acting for 8 to 12. And then we're also introducing hopefully some other classes coming up, some more narrative that we just finished with Dimitri. I'm going to be teaching a sketch class that will culminate in a show at October 3rd at Diving Bell. So if you sign up, you learn everything from the pitch to the stage, and I will direct the show. So those are the things that are happening.
I'll tell you what, for people that maybe remember you from one of your past appearances when you took a giant drag of a joint on this show and got absolutely baked, this is a real tonal change for you and I, right? Again, James sells out one of our more serious segments where I tee the guest up for them to promote what brings them business and joy.
Yeah, it's a totally different thing, but it's a dynamic that we know really well, and it works great.
I think so, too. Now, Jason, you going to be smoking any joints tonight?
Oh, probably, yes.
Yeah. Now we're going through a heat wave here. Let's get into the good stuff. Jason, does it kind of does the high get to you a little more when it's already really hot out, right? Because I've heard people who get drunk in the sun, they really get drunk. Is it similar if you get high and feels like 38-degree weather?
It's all about exposure. Exposure to each. Exposure to the intoxicant or exposure to the sun. If both are very heavy, you're going to have a heavy experience. It's better to temper it and to moderate both situations. All
right. Now, are you going to be putting any music on while you get high tonight?
Oh, probably. I've been thinking a lot about that today.
Maybe some Canned Heat, Country Joe and the Fish.
It'll either be some deep spiritual jazz, because this heat really needs that kind of sound, man. Just relaxing, kind of just hum that goes over the speakers and sort of lulls you into a calm and makes you feel like, okay, I'm not feeling this heat as much anymore.
Or I'm going to listen to... You don't want canned heat, though.
No canned heat. No canned heat.
You don't want On the Road again?
No, I don't want to listen to that tonight. That... Thin Lizzy, that's the other choice I would make.
Just hold on. Close your eyes and imagine you're smoking a joint, right? Yeah, bring it to your mouth. I'm on the road again. In the rain and snow. What do you think?
I mean, good.
Well, this show, as well as each and every show that we have ever produced, is in memory of Bob Height, formerly of Canned Heat.
Yes.
Jason, you want to take a couple calls?
Sure, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, let's go to, again, we've got full phone lines here. We stopped at 2, so let's go to 3. Line 3, you're on the air. I am James. That is Jason. Who are you?
Hi.
Oh, is this John again?
Yeah.
Is this John?
I was on hold.
I thought I dumped. Okay, well, you're on hold. John, you have a question?
You said to stay on hold until Jason was on.
You're right. Yeah, that's my mistake. John, do you have a question for Jason?
Yeah, I'll be quick. Can I do these shows that you're producing?
Hi, John. Well, thanks for asking. It's nice. It's nice to hear someone, I'm assuming as young as yourself, interested in the art of improvisational theater and comedy.
A great question, John. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Right.
Well, I apologize for that. I'm accountable for my mistakes, and I made a mistake there, assuming your age. You seem young at heart. Improv can help with that, I guess. The short answer would be you can be in the shows. John, if you sign up for to be a student, these shows will be created for you and you will perform in them.
Oh, but I don't need to be that. I don't need to be a student.
Well, that's fine too. I might be doing some shows later on that sort of just gather talents from around the comedy communities in doing some other shows that don't involve an actual class. Would you be
Nice.
interested in that as well?
Yeah.
John, do you have any experience performing?
Not yet.
John, do you have a video camera, or could you like record yourself on your phone doing maybe a little bit of a short set or something that you think
Like a
is very
TikTok
funny?
video?
Sure, yeah, and just like send that over, shoot that over, so we could take a look at it.
Sure.
Well, what about this?
Okay,
Like,
well that'd be
look,
great.
That'll
John,
do.
what if you did kind of an improvised character where you don't have to worry about saying yes and or yes please? What if you just did a character for us right now?
Right now?
Yeah, go now. Go ahead.
Okay.
You want some inspiration or something like
Yeah,
that?
give me a suggestion.
Okay, what about kind of like, how about something simple? What about kind of like a cranky neighbor?
Okay.
Oh, fun.
All right, take it away, John.
Ding dong. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Now, John, remember you're doing a solo character.
Yeah, I thought I was in it now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, you guys, you're cutting me off over here. I'm in the middle of doing it.
You don't
You're
know,
heckling
Sean.
me right now.
Apologies.
Yeah,
You want to start
I'm in
again?
the middle of my act.
Okay, look, John, you're right. We apologize. Jason, we're just going to be quiet.
Yeah.
Jason, we're going to, how about another new character?
Okay. Can I
What
get
about-
another suggestion?
Yeah, what about kind of like a guy sitting in a sauna and maybe his towel's a little too short?
Okay.
What about that?
Sorry, excuse me. Okay. Steam, 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 steam. Oh boy, it's steamy in here. Oh yeah, I'm sweating. Can you, excuse me? Excuse me? You over there. The one who's laughing.
Now, John, it's a solo.
I'm in the middle of my piece!
Oh, that was part of the solo piece?
That was part of my act!
All right, well, look, Jason, what do you think about his chops, right?
I think 90% of it is having the guts to get on stage and try this stuff out. So I say he's already in the starting gate. I
But
think
hold
that
on.
with a little bit of training, you could be at the top of your game.
Both of
John.
you thought I was really talking to somebody. You both
Yes.
fell for it. You both fell for
It
my
was a-
acting.
Mm-hmm. We did.
But John, improv's not about getting people to fall for things.
You don't want them to believe you when you do something?
Yeah, but that's not, you're framing it like it's a joke or you're pulling a
It's
fast
trick.
on people.
I'm
Yeah.
acting. I'm improvisational acting. Like Del Close taught.
You know Del Close?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if he was around, would you want to take a class from him?
No.
So you just want to listen to his teachings, but not actually receive the teachings from him or anyone.
What?
John, look, we're gonna have to let you go. There's other callers on the air.
These
Okay.
questions are making me question everything that I'm trying to do.
All
Good job,
well,
John.
John, call back next time,
All right,
okay?
but I got both of you. Bye.
Yeah, Jason, he got us.
I know. Yeah, these young people today.
Yeah, well, he's 32. Let's take another call. Let's go to, we lost line 4, and I can't blame that person. So line 4, call back if you choose to. Line 5, you're on the air. I'm James. That's Jason. Who are you?
Hey man, what's going on?
Not too
Hey,
much.
good.
Where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from Montreal, but internally to Montreal, I'm calling from St. Henry.
Awesome. Well, I live in St. Henry too.
Nice.
It's a hip place. It's cool. You must be a tech or something.
Me? No,
Yeah.
I work in the restaurant biz.
Oh, very
okay.
cool. What restaurant do you work at?
Well, right now I'm out of a job, but I'm starting
Oh,
up.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
starting
Oh.
up a new restaurant.
Oh, you're a chef.
Well, I do many things.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to talk about it? What brought you to the show tonight?
Well,
What
you
was that
know,
name again? Can I get that name again?
me?
Yeah.
I don't think I gave you a name.
All right. Well, you want to give us your name? Maybe that's why.
It's Eric.
Oh, okay.
All right. Eric, you're in the restaurant business.
Yeah, I wanted to know if you guys wanted anything to eat tonight.
Was this
Oh, I definitely do.
a prank call?
No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to start up a restaurant.
You're trying to start up a restaurant, so you're asking us if we want anything to eat?
I'm doing what I can to get the word out about my new operation.
What's it called?
I can make
Cold
anything you
calls?
want. Chinese food,
Really?
American food, French cuisine, poutine. What do you want? I'll make it.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. It covers all the bases.
What would you be in the mood for?
I'll be honest. Well, I want to say poutine. It's a little gross out, but I haven't had one in a long time. I wouldn't mind a poutine.
Oh, you got it.
And you know what? I think kind of like a burrito would probably be pretty good.
I can do that too.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna make you a burrito. I'm gonna make you a poutine, and you can come pick them up when you're ready.
We have to
I can't come pick them up. I don't live in St. Henry.
Yeah, I live in St. Henry, and I'm not coming to pick it up.
Well, I'll have them ready when you arrive.
No, that's not the way this works. You don't call and solicit us and then tell us we got to pick the food up. It's like
Look, I don't have a delivery
like a
guy
bait
yet,
and
okay?
switch.
I'm starting up, so you can come get your food, or you can.
we didn't ask for the food.
Yeah.
Screw this, man.
But screw this. You
Call
called
us. Oh man, that's not how you start a business at all.
That really pissed me off.
Yeah.
I think we got time for. I think. Look, line 4 is back. Line 4, you're on the air. I'm James. That's Jason. Who are you?
Hi.
Oh.
Hi. Who's this?
Hi, this is Stacy,
Stacy. Where are you calling from tonight?
calling from NDG.
NDG. Okay, great. What's going on tonight, Stacy?
I couldn't help but notice that two handsome men were in the
Oh, that's
middle
kind.
of doing
That's a kind
a
of
show, so I wanted to call in and say how much I'm enjoying myself watching both of you.
Yeah, Stacy, that's really nice of you to say. Jason, that's, I'll tell you what, I don't get complimented on that level too often, so that's a real thrill.
No, it's really nice to hear something like that. It's a bit of it's a nice icebreaker. Thank you very much, Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy, that's very nice. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Nothing in particular. I just kind of wanted to know a little bit
Called
more.
up to talk about nothing?
Well, no, I wanted to get to know you both a bit more.
Okay.
Find out a little bit what gets you going, what turns you on.
Well, Stacy, this isn't like, look, this is an open phone line, so if you want to talk about erotic things, that's fine. But can I ask you a question?
Sure, yeah.
You said you live in NDG?
Yeah, I live on Melrose.
You live, okay. Do you know this woman named Sylvia?
Oh, my sister.
Wait, your sister is Sylvia?
That's cool.
Yeah.
She calls in and hits on another member of the show, Dave. Did you know that?
Well, she told me to watch to see if Dave was on, but I saw something that I've got to say is much better than him.
Okay, so you got two for the price of
James.
I
one.
disagree with that.
What's that now, Stacy?
You, James.
But not Jason?
Jason, too.
Well,
Jason's...
I feel like I'm just the third wheel. It's totally cool. Not everyone's
Oh,
in everyone, so
I
it's
like
fine.
a third wheel. I love riding my tricycle.
Okay, well, might not be my
Wait.
thing, but
Can you explain that?
I have it's like this electronic motorcycle that has two wheels in the back and one in the front. I call it my tricycle.
is that like an all-terrain vehicle?
It can go up hills.
All right, so
some terrains.
Stacy,
It's most terrain.
I'll be honest, I'm a little flustered right now.
Yeah?
I'm not used to this sort of thing. Yeah. I'm not someone who
I'd like to broker this. If I'm going to be here, I'd like to broker something. Like, do you guys
Sure,
ever think you want to
yeah.
just meet up in, like, real life or
Oh,
something?
I'd love that. James, I mean, I could take the bus to St. Henry later.
Oh, well, look, we could meet halfway.
I've got a bus pass. I can go anywhere in the city.
I also have a bus pass.
What's fun sometimes is if you both meet each other sort of midway walking, and then you walk around, you get a lot of time to talk. And
Right, so
You want to meet at the Super Hospital?
Yes, I was going to say, Stacey, you're in NDG and I'm St. Henry, so they're very, very close to each other. So yeah, I could just walk down Maisonneuve and you could walk down Maisonneuve and we'll meet at the Super Hospital.
Ooh, I like it.
Stacey, can I ask you?
I hope none of us gets hurt.
Well, easy, Tiger. Can I ask you how old you are?
Me?
Yeah. Is that rude? I'm sorry
It's
if that
a
was
little
rude.
bit rude. I'm an older woman. But
Look, there's nothing wrong with that.
all the
Could you just
parts work.
describe yourself so that James will recognize you when he sees you? Like, is there a description
Yeah.
you can give of us? To
Sure,
us of
well,
what
I'm
you look
curvy.
Like? Okay.
I've got black hair, but with a couple of streaks of gray.
Oh, okay. Fun.
You might mistake my figure for an hourglass.
So curvy.
Yeah, some have called it that.
You did.
I mean, you sound like someone James might notice right away anyway.
I've got piercing blue eyes. An ass that won't quit.
Wow.
And I'm in my signature high heels.
Are you not
What is
wearing
that?
clothes or?
You'll have to find out the easy way.
Wait, so
By walking
I'll have
along
to
to
find
the
out
super
by
hospital.
looking at you.
Yeah.
Is your day job working on a drug lord's boat?
Oh, I wish.
Well, yeah, what do you do for work, Stacy?
I drive the bus.
Wait, you're the bus driver?
Yeah.
What route? What route?
That's how I have my bus pass, James. You get a free one when you work for the STM.
All right.
Maybe we've crossed paths.
I
Jason,
drive the
what do you-
162.
Jason, you
Oh,
used to be a touring musician. This feels kind of wild to me. What do you think? And look, of course, Stacy, you're listening. Jason, what do you think?
I mean, you got to just sort of. I mean, I'm assuming Stacy's single. You're single, as far as I know. I
Yep.
say, like, go where the wind blows you, man, and just try it out. See what happens.
Coming in from the chat right now, courtesy of our friend High Score Run, they're saying, "quote You're not going to do better than this, James. Ask her out." Stacy,
That may or may not be true.
Go
That may
for
or
it,
may not be
James.
true.
That's probably just a joke. Right now, we're also saying from Thomas Barnwell, "Go for the sure thing, JM."
I mean, that's where I'm at.
Oh, I'm
You're
a little
asking
bit
what
hard
we would
to
do-
get.
Well,
When
then
you're playing
seems
on-
like it.
Oh, please, James. You are bad.
You got to go where the wind
You
blows
are
you, man. Just like
bad.
go with it.
Oops,
I'm
I dropped
Stacey.
my wine over.
you might pick up your wine. Who knows? Maybe
If
you and me and Dave and Sylvia can hang out sometime.
Oh, that's not possible. Dave's married.
Well, it doesn't seem like it deters Sylvia at all.
Well, Sylvia, she's from
She-
my
ev-
blood. She doesn't care.
Every time she calls, she's wearing a robe.
Yeah, we share our robes.
So is this going to happen then? Are you guys going to meet up at the super hospital?
It sounds
All right,
like
so
it.
Sylvia,
Ooh, I
maybe
feel
you
like I
can,
have a boo-boo. I guess I gotta go to the hospital.
Oh,
What
good
do you mean a
one.
boo-boo?
I have a boo. I have
She hurt
I have
herself.
plantar fasciitis.
It's just plantar warts.
Well, I won't be
So,
kissing it better.
Maybe a walk, not too long of a walk. Eh,
Oh,
James?
what will you
maybe
be
that's
doing
why-
to it
maybe I
better?
should just come to you, Stacey, if you have plans.
Oh, don't worry. I'll drive my bus there.
Oh, you're gonna take the bus there? All right. Well, Stacey, how about this? I'm gonna put you back on hold, and Devin, our production assistant, is gonna take down your information.
Perfect. And Jason, just because I was really into James doesn't mean that I forgot about you. You're quite a catch
No, I
yourself.
appreciate that. Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate you for sticking around to say that.
And
You know,
maybe
thank you
I'll
very
come
much.
by the diving bell and someone can dive my bell, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well,
Well, I'll certainly recognize you with that description you gave of yourself.
thank you, Stacey. Have a good night. Okay. Devin's gonna take your info.
You're welcome.
All right. Wow.
Well, she seemed nice.
That was strong, Jason.
She seemed nice.
If she shows up on Wednesday, that's really gonna shift the methods in how I do my crowd work.
Listen, if she shows up and anything's happening, you just give me a single. I'll take over.
All
And
right.
you can
Oh,
just
you're
take
gonna
off
tap
with her.
yourself in.
I'll tap myself. I'll take it. You can head out and go get some like sushi or something together, or whatever you guys need to do.
I
But
appreciate that.
I'm there to
Well,
help.
Jason, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight, especially during this hot evening. I'm really very much looking forward to Wednesday. It's going to be fun to be back on stage
Yeah.
in the capacity that we're in, man.
Yep, Wednesday, 7 p.m. The show starts. Be there.
Awesome. Have a good night,
Thanks,
Jason.
James. Take care, man.
That is Jason Grimmer. One more time, the Wednesday improv show. This Wednesday, Diving Bell Social Club shows at 7, 8, and 9, roughly give or take a few minutes. For more information, check out the Commotion Theater on Facebook, as well as all social media platforms. Okay, I'm getting a production note from Devin. Apparently, my screen is frozen. You can hear us. It's going to sort itself out. I know that it happened off the top of the show. So while we wait for that to happen, let's take a couple phone calls here. It's been a night of phone calls. It's almost like, we had John, we had Stacy. There's a whole lot going on. Let's go back over to line 5. Line 5, you're on the air. I am James. Who are you?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, not too much. Who's this?
This is Darren.
Darren? This is not sleazy Darren, is it?
Who's what? Excuse
Sleazy.
me?
There's a guy who comes on the show named Sleazy Darren. I'm not accusing you of being sleazy.
No, that's a different guy.
Oh, it's a different Darren?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
What's going on
Darren Sanderson.
Darren Sanderson?
Yeah, glass
Well,
repairman.
Glass repairman?
Yeah.
You repair glass?
1-800-DRREN-01. Call Darren.
All right. Well, look, we just had Jason on the show. He's promoting his school as well as his shows. Do you want to talk about your glass repair business?
I mean, I guess I could talk about it for a little bit. It's not particularly interesting.
You don't have to.
Oh, I mean, well, now that we're talking about it a little bit, you ever drive your car around and get a little rock that shatters the windshield?
I mean, I don't drive, but I understand that it occurs.
Sometimes a tiny little rock can shatter a windshield, kill a guy.
Well, coming in from the chat right now, this is from another friend. We've got a vibrant chat tonight. It's from Real Sid Rock. He's saying, quote, once you fix glass, you get tons of ass.
Well,
Is that true?
I mean, I don't want to get into my personal life, but
Well, are you? Look? Let's be frank. Are there a lot of women in the glass repair industry?
no, but there's a lot of women who need their glass fixed.
Is that a euphemism?
Well, I've been known to tap a couple glasses.
You've been tapping that glass.
That's right. Sometimes, you know, but we're just a couple of guys talking right now, right, James?
Just a couple guys, right?
Yeah.
You ever get a crack in that glass?
Yeah, sometimes I'll crack that glass.
You'll crack that.
I'll crack that glass apart, sure.
Right. All right. So not only do you fix it, but you break it too.
Well, under certain circumstances, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Once there was this lady. My God, I showed up. She had the nicest glass I've ever seen.
Hold on. Well, I mean, look, we don't want to say her name. Why don't we just give her a name?
Okay, we'll call her Angel. Because, my lord, did she come from heaven?
All right. So what happened, Darren?
So I showed up, and my God, my angel was wearing nothing but a negligee, and her window was shattered.
Okay.
I said, let me get that fixed up.
Really, Darren, it sounds like you're really getting excited over there.
Oh, these memories, they're good, James. Some of the greatest memories of my life.
It's interesting because you could also, on some level, be sleazy Darren.
Who?
Never mind. Okay, so a woman showed up with broken glass and a negligee.
Yeah, she said, can you fix this? And I said, sure, I can fix your glass. And then she said, but can you fix this? And then she removed her negligee.
What are you saying? She took her clothes off?
Well, her clothes. She was only wearing one piece of clothes.
All right, again, this is becoming a very raunchy night. This sounds like something out of a pornographic film.
I mean, it might as well have been.
Okay, so what happened next? And let's be tasteful with what we're talking about.
Well, without getting too freaky about it.
Yeah.
I repaired her all night long. And then
did you leave her being as a satisfied customer?
I'll say.
What did she say?
She said that.
She said, I'll say?
She said, I'll say. But now, to you, I'm saying I'll say.
Oh, so I understand.
We both said I'll say.
All right, so it was a positive business exchange, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, well, Darren, anything else tonight before we head on to our next guest?
Hey, why don't I just leave it at that?
Well, what was the reason that you called for?
I feel like we got off the rails, and maybe we just leave it at that awesome story.
All right. Well, yeah. It sounds like you're feeling a little feisty.
Well, now I'm all heated. I'm getting.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. But you're confirming.
I'm gonna have to repair some glass later.
Or are you saying you're gonna give her a call?
Maybe.
All right. Well, look, good luck. It's been a night of romance on the show tonight, Darren.
Yeah, well, hey, James, if you ever have any glass broken, you let me know.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Once again, folks, this is Darren Sanderson, and where can they find you for glass repair and other things?
1-800-DRREN01. Call Darren.
All right, Darren, have a good night, okay?
Thank you.
It's very interesting. There must be something about the name Darren on the show because Sleazy Darren is really into, women who are already in relationships and often accuses people of stealing his likeness for their products, where this Darren likes single women, but also just stole the Alarm Force jingle. So he's almost a bizarro Sleazy Darren, right? Because that jingle, that's call 1-800-267-2001 Alarm Force. And his was the same tune, but with far less beats to it. In any event, let's move on to our next and final guest tonight, coming to us from BC, soon to be moving to the TO. Here she is, Racquel Belmonte. Racquel, welcome back.
Hello, thank you for, I hate these headphones. Hi, thank you for having me back. I'm frozen.
Look, don't worry.
Devin is telling me
I'll tell you what, I'm looking at the framing right now. It's a very adorable freeze that you've got right now.
Thank God, because this face does not freeze. And oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's very much like, it's like, oopsie, I tooted.
Oops.
Yeah.
Am I talking super loud? Like these, I bought noise canceling headphones, but okay, because I can't hear myself.
Now
I can't.
Don't worry about it. You sound good, right? Maybe after the show, we're going to get Devin, our production assistant, to help you out with like the tech things. But right now you sound okay. This is almost the perfect night for you to be on the show, Racquel, because this has been a very suggestive evening.
Oh, yeah. All suggestive all the time. I had nothing to do with it either, which is so nice for a change.
Yeah. We got people fixing glass, tapping glass. We got Stacy calling in, hitting on me. Porno stars are calling in. Things are getting really, really 18 and over tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to, pass the torch on to other people because it gets exhausting being gross. It's exhausting.
Of course. And look, what you say is gross, I just say is a way to live your life in an open and free method.
Thank you. Oh, the validation is everything, James. Thank you.
It's judgment free for me. Okay, so Racquel, we've touched on this on the show before.
Yes.
You've been wanting to move to Toronto. It's been delayed. It's finally happening. Racquel, when are you making the jump?
September 26th. I'm finally doing it at 1:15 p.m. It was 1, and then WestJet sent me an email and said, it's 1:15 now. I thought it was a cancellation email at first, and I freaked out instantly. But it wasn't. Now my flight's at 1:15.
Things have worked out. You're finally moving now. I saw you post on Instagram. You're looking for help.
Yeah. I just want a little one bedroom. I just want a little 1-bedroom apartment or basement suite. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for.
Well, yeah. And one of the last times you were here, we talked about how you could maybe potentially, in order to find love in Toronto, hit on a tour guide outside of romances. What else are you looking forward to by making this leap to Toronto?
Well, I forgot about the bus thing, but I am going to do that the second I get there. What else do I want to do? Well, I have a voice agent out there now, so I'm probably going to do that still. Am I still frozen?
No, you're back in business. You're moving. You're vibrant. Everything is back in order.
Cool.
So yeah.
Cool. So I've got that. I'm hoping to do comedy. Hoping to do my writing again. Again, I meant still and again. I just want to really focus, James. I just want to focus. I lost my way in Vancouver. I've done so many things, but a lot of the things aren't what I wanted to do. Did I tell you I wanted to move to Toronto when I was 21 and I almost did it?
I think we touched on it, but only ever so lightly.
Okay. Well, 21-year-old Racquel had big dreams and was very ambitious and very ready to go for it. So 30-year-old Raquel is like, okay, I should do what she wanted to do.
Yeah,
We'll
look,
see
I
how it
love that.
goes.
I love it. You're getting a fresh start here.
Yeah, and I'll be so close to you guys.
Well,
Ish.
yeah. So when we're looking at Vancouver to Montreal, we're looking at probably what is that, a 5-6 hour plane ride? I'm assuming
Something like that. Yeah, 5.
now
What?
after you.
No. Continue. I was gonna say, you know what? Sometimes it's 4. Like I took a flight to Toronto that was like 4 hours and 25 minutes, but then on the way back it was like 6 hours in a chunk
So
of
I would
minutes.
say in terms of proximity, very little has changed. Where if you were, let's say, commuting to Montreal by way of a car or a bus, you're looking at 6 or 7 hours.
Oh wait, from BC.
No, that's from Toronto to Montreal.
What? I was under the impression it was like an hour train away. This sucks.
No,
Never
the
mind.
train is you're lucky you can maybe get like a 4 hour and 55-minute train ride. If you're taking a plane, you're looking at about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
My spatial
Toronto and Montreal, they're quite distant.
Yeah, okay. Well, that changes everything, I suppose. There
Yep.
goes that excitement out the window. Goodbye.
But I'll tell you what, it's probably easier and cheaper to take a car ride to Montreal or Montreal to Toronto than a plane ride to Quebec, right?
Yeah, but then I have to learn how to drive, or I have to make
Right.
friends with people who drive, and I can name maybe 5 friends out of the how many I have that actually know how to drive and have cars.
I'll tell you what.
Get it.
Now, I have not run it by him. So this is maybe breaking news. What we're going to do is we're going to have Dave. He's going to drive and pick you up.
He is?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's going to do 12 hours of driving because he'll drive. Of course, he's going to drive you back. He'll drive there. He'll pick you up. You guys can get to know each other in the car, stop off at every Tim Hortons on the way.
Only Tim Hortons.
Yeah, you get here, you do your thing, and then you jump back in the car another 6 hours.
I love that. I cannot wait. Please tell Dave I'm so excited. There's I've always wanted to meet you guys in person, but Dave holds a special place in my heart.
I'll tell you what, you'd be shocked with how tall he is. This guy's a gargantuan. How tall we
talking?
Dave, this guy's probably coming at 6'9".
That's huge.
Yeah.
Mamma mia. That's a big boy.
Perhaps I've embellished ever so slightly. He's a big guy. Dave's a big guy.
I mean, I'm 5 feet, and I think anybody if I can make eye contact with you, I just assume I'm your height. I have a height complex. That's very real.
I'll tell you what, if you're 5 feet, yeah, we're noticing something funny on our end of things. We'll leave it at that. If you're 5 feet, Dave will be as if he were 6'8" to you.
I love that. I love that.
Now, is there anything like really Toronto centric that you're looking forward to? Visit the CN Tower, taking a Jays game, as the Torontonians mention.
I have seen so many Jays games. I don't know why, because I'm not a sports person.
Mhm.
I think I just was along for the ride. That's what. Why would I see the Blue Jays? Oh, in Seattle, I saw them.
Right.
Anyways, I was like, what? Why did I go? I saw like 4 games.
Well, at the time now, were you not a baseball fan? You were watching them play the Mariners. Due to proximity, were you more in favor of the Mariners winning, or due to your patriotism, the Blue Jays?
Well, I'll be honest with you. The person I went with, it was a Blue Jays fan, so I wore her Blue Jays clothes.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like I had taken the Blue Jays side.
Here's the thing, right? When it comes to sports, I'm a believer in you don't like it, doesn't matter. You don't have to force it. I'll tell you what, a couple of years ago, all these Toronto comedians just overnight, they all became big Blue Jays fans. Once the Blue Jays were good, now they suck. I'm not seeing anyone posting stories about how we're at the Jays game tonight. It's like, look, you're either with the team or you're without them. You like them when they stink. You don't like them, you don't like them when they're good. It doesn't matter. Raquel, I want you to make me a promise right now.
I'll do anything.
Let's get close. Don't let Toronto change you, right?
Okay.
I've been around the block. I meet these comedians from all the other provinces. You know, the Edmontoners, they're fine. You know, nice people. The Calgarians, they're fine. You know, the BC people, always relaxed, easy peasy. Then you meet these Torontonians. What a bunch of tryhards.
Oh.
I want you to just stay the course. Be yourself.
Okay. Okay. Well, only because you told me to.
It starts with one thing. You don't buy a Blue Jays shirt.
Oh, no. No, never.
Yeah.
Never. I will borrow someone's if I have to. Here's the thing, James.
I'll tell you, borrow it when you're running out of toilet paper.
I'm gonna say
What am I
that.
doing? Why am I putting down all these Torontonians, right? I'll tell you why.
That's okay.
It's part of the show. People are like, oh, it's the little show where they talk about dirty stuff. Oh, it's the show where they do lists. It's like, oh, it's the show where the guy he makes fun of Toronto, right?
Yeah.
You need a little rivalry in life.
Just a little bit. Like, how else will we learn? How
Yeah.
else? A little bit of conflict.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of confrontation. I'll fight anyone.
Look, Raquel, you and me, that's why we understand each other.
That's right. That's right. Is
Yeah,
what
that's
I meant to say.
That's I.
I didn't mean it like that.
Don't
but
worry
yes.
about it, Raquel. You meant it however you meant it, and I don't judge it. Now, here's the
Thank you.
deal. You and I, often mentioned, but fast approaching. We share a birthday. It's coming up. So by the time you turn a certain special age, you will already be in Toronto. Are you planning to have a real last big Vancouver blowout before you say bye-bye?
I actually am, and I'm so happy you asked about it. I'm throwing myself a COVID-safe 30th birthday / wedding / farewell.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be my birthday, but wedding theme. I'm going to wear a wedding dress. My friends and whoever I invited they have to wear fancy clothes. Otherwise, getting kicked the fuck out. I shouldn't have swore. I was doing so well with doing like, I'm going to be a nice widow girl on the show
You're
tonight.
excited. You know,
Anyway.
even the nice widow girls swear.
Sometimes nice widow girls swear and say
Look, I just hope Stacey's not watching. This is going to make Stacey real jealous.
No. Hey, I meant to congratulate you on
Thank you.
Stacey. I think that'll be really cool for you guys.
I'm a little intimidated by it.
That's okay. Ride the intimidation wave and then ride that intimidation wave. See, I couldn't go a full segment.
Look, Raquel, here's the deal. The reason I brought up your birthday is I've got an early birthday present for you.
No, you don't.
Now, obviously, because we're in different time zones and different provinces and different cities, I can't do this the way that I want to. I'll tell you what I really wanted to do. I wanted to get you an exotic male dancer.
James,
but I had
that would
to
have been
do
the perfect gift.
I had to do the next best thing.
Okay.
I have got an exotic male dancer on the line. He's going to talk to you right now.
Stop it. Stop it.
Now,
actually,
he's got a bit of a, you know how like there's like the fireman male stripper and there's the kind of the police officer that arrests you. I wanted to be specific to you. I got you an Italian exotic male dancer.
James, stop it.
Specific to Italian pop culture. Have you ever seen a little movie called The Godfather?
It is sacrilegious in this household if you haven't. Yes, I've seen it a few times.
Well,
unfortunately.
I have gone to the lengths of booking The Rodfather.
No, this is like a good no, like a no.
The Rodfather is on the line right now. Raquel, say hello to the Rodfather.
Hi. Oh my God. I'm so
Raquel, what's
flustered.
going on?
Hey. Oh, are you talking through clenched teeth? Or are you tied up?
What's
the
going
deal?
on, Raquel? How you doing?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for
It's the
doing this and
Rodfather.
taking the time. Yeah. No, for sure. Thank you. Clever name.
Thank you.
Hey, I have some questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, anything.
So, like James was saying,
I'm gonna
with,
make
like,
you an
male
offer you can't
strippers.
refuse.
Oh, whoa. Okay. No, I won't. I don't think I can. James paid for you, so.
Costa mucho dinero.
This guy's the best.
Mucho
the best.
dinero to hire me.
Is he speaking Spanish or Italian?
Yeah, Rodfather.
Was that
Let's
mucho?
just like we planned, Rodfather.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay, I'm not gonna refuse anything. Ha. So how do you do this? Because like a cop stripper would normally be like, you're under arrest for being hot and single.
Now
And
that
they
was
would,
the
like, do
question that I had. Basically, they explain the dance as if they were doing it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
First, I'm gonna start by putting a horse's head in your bed.
Oh, okay. Ew. It's getting. Whew.
But that's
Wait,
not
a real
the only
horse's
that's
head.
happening.
Wait, what?
No. I like where he's going. Continue, Rodfather.
Then I'm gonna invite you to my daughter's wedding.
I love weddings.
You wanna come?
Perfect. I mean, I don't think I have a. Oh, are you asking me if I want to come, or if I want to come?
You gotta come to my daughter's wedding?
I thought wait, Rodfather, I thought this was a dance. You're just explaining things that you're gonna do.
This is a dance. It's a conversational dance, a back and forth of wits and minds.
Holy shit, James! This is how
Paisan.
Italian people do it. Like, this is very.
Yeah. Because
He pulled out the Paisan card.
Look, I'm glad that you're into this because I was a little thrown, right? I thought he was gonna explain like I'm gonna put my hands on your shoulders and I'm gonna open my legs. This guy's talking about putting horse heads in your bed and then just specifically head and then inviting you to a wedding. How old are you, Rodfather?
I'm 32.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
Racquel, this isn't the only surprise I've got. I know, again, you like Italian, so someone else is going to join this party.
Oh no! I don't even know what to guess. I don't
Hey,
even know.
it's T.O. Tony. Tony from
Tony.
Toronto.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm very good.
You ever see
Thank you so
Friends?
much for asking.
Yeah, this guy is Toronto's #1 exotic dancer.
Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Wait,
Oh boy.
it sounds like he just does Rodfather material. Are all these Italians the same?
Sadly, all Italians are the same.
Hey, Raquel, what's your favorite pasta?
Well, I love carbonara, spaghetti carbonara. I know spaghetti's like basic for an Italian person, but carbonara.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's someone else who's look.
Another one.
This is a party line right now, so I've got another
I'm
person
gonna make
now.
you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, okay, easy, T.O. Tony. Much like the Rodfather, I found kind of a parody one. Raquel, have you ever heard of Danny DeVito?
Have I ever heard it? People actually tell me I look like Danny DeVito,
Well,
so I am familiar.
I'm not sure if that's something that people should be saying, but I've hired. Say hello to Dirty DeVito.
No.
Hey,
no.
what's going on, Raquel?
Hello, Dirty DeVito.
You want me to make you an offer you can't refuse?
Like, yes. Is it conflict of interest to say yes to all three of them? Like,
You should
do
say
they
yes,
know?
please.
Sorry, yes.
Wait a minute, hold on.
please.
Dirty DeVito, do you do improv?
Well, I haven't taken any classes, but I'm ready for some shows.
Right, yeah, as I assumed. Yeah, Raquel, what do you think about this so far?
Oh, I laughed so hard that I have to pee now.
Look, well, yeah, what do you
I
think?
didn't pee, but I have to. I'm
Rodfather.
like, oh no.
Hey,
Rodfather, what do you think about that?
gonna give you the kiss.
Yeah, and what about
Wait,
you,
what?
T.O.
Gonna
Tony?
give you
What
the
about you?
kiss. Hey, what do I think about what?
And you,
Me
Dirty
taking
DeVito?
me having to pee.
Uh,
I feel like if any of these strippers would be into me pissing, it's T.O. Tony for sure.
There's
no.
Yeah, I don't know. Dirty DeVito responded with, Yeah, what do you think about that?
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Wait, who's that?
Okay.
It's another
thinking-
guy.
I'm another guy.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Who are you?
It's Frasier.
Frasier? Did you say
Frasier?
so? Not an Italian.
Yeah.
No, it's just not related to the sitcom either. It's just a guy named
Oh,
Frasier.
no, wait, no. I'm getting a production note here from Devin. Frasier was just one of the callers who accidentally was patched in.
Yeah, am I on the line?
Yeah, Frasier, you're on the yeah. You have,
I got
what's
some
going on
questions.
tonight? Yeah. Well, right now you're talking to Racquel Belmonte. I'm James. Also on the line right now, Tio Tony, the Rod Father. We've got Dirty DeVito and of course Fraser.
I've got a question for Dirty DeVito.
All right.
How do you get into showbiz?
What's that now, Fraser?
How do you get into showbiz?
Well, Dirty, do you have an answer for him? All right, Fraser, does that answer your question?
Okay, I got it.
All right, thanks for calling, Fraser.
Thanks for having me.
All right,
So just
Racquel,
Fraser got off the line? Or are they all still here?
Tio Tony, Rod Father, and Dirty DeVito. See, this is the party line right now.
What's going on here? I'm trying to
Okay.
do my stripping acts.
Yeah. So I feel like he's the only one who has told me the offer that I can't refuse. I haven't heard much from the other two.
on to my
Look,
next part.
I know this might be a bit much, but I have one final
Oh.
for you.
James,
we
you
had-
really shouldn't have done
We
this.
had the Rod Father, there's Tio Tony, and there's Dirty DeVito. There's another famous Italian pop culture figure, of course, the boxing film legend Rocky Balboa. Racquel, I want you to say hello to Rocky Balboner.
Hey, Racquel.
Hello, Mr. Balboner. Nice to meet you.
You want an offer you can't refuse?
Hey,
You've got
I've
an
been
offer as well.
I'd
What's
love
the
to hear your offer,
Yeah.
Rocky Balboner. Hit me with it.
Well, let's just say, expendable.
I think you're getting.
I love that. That could mean so many things.
Yeah, I think.
Wait, what was that? What were you doing?
Well, I think he's getting mixed up with the film, the other Stallone film, The Expendables. I thought there was gonna be like, I thought he'd be like, "Yo, Racquel, you want to go 12 rounds?"
I'm gonna beat you up. I'm
Look,
gonna
I'm not
beat
here
you
to
up.
kink shame. I'm not here to kink shame anyone.
I'm gonna beat you up like you're Apollo Creed.
Okay.
Well, but here's the thing: Apollo Creed and Rocky, they become friends after, right? They're friends.
Yeah.
So I have to be friends with Rocky Balboner after
Hey, after
he's
he
done
beats
his
you up.
striptease, or after he beats me.
Hey, Racquel.
Yeah, like let's, yeah,
Hey, Racquel,
Rocky.
I'm naked.
Yes,
what do you
Mr.
mean by
Balboner.
beating up?
I'm
How do you mean by
super
beating up?
naked right now.
All right, Racquel, do you want to
Super
say?
naked.
Yeah, that's going to be all the time we've got with the party line. Do you want to say goodnight to the Rod Father, Tio Tony, Dirty DeVito, and Rocky Balboner?
Well, I would love to say to all of them, first of all,
I'll
thank
do
you
it
so
one at a
much. You
time.
made my
Yeah, Racquel, first, would you like to say goodnight to the Rod Father?
the Rod Father. Hey, Rod Father, I
Yeah.
feel like you wanted to finish off what you were saying, and I'm so
we're
sorry we
almost
didn't
going to
get
meet
there.
him on move.
Oh, do you want to do it? I'm happy.
No,
I
it's
have
too late.
time.
I'm flat.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, I guess
Well-
you've run out of time. Racquel, final words for
Have a
Tio
good night.
Tony?
Tio Tony, hey, I don't know if you heard, I'm moving to Toronto. I feel like you and I should meet up in person. Maybe you could take me for like a pizza. Or
Oh, yeah.
perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Good night, Tio Tony.
Pepperones.
All right,
No,
final
not-
words for Dirty DeVito.
Dirty DeVito. Oh.
Maybe we'll just end that one there. And then final
Yeah.
words for Rocky Balboner.
Rocky Balboner, I'm so happy you committed to the bit. You're completely naked. I cannot wait for our friendship to happen after you pummel me.
I can't wait for the sequel.
What's the sequel?
Rocky 2.
Ah, okay. Good night, Mr. Rocky Balboner.
You have a good night.
Racquel,
You
that's,
too.
that was my gift to you. That was a lot crazier than I thought it was going to be. I didn't anticipate any of these people to talk about beating you.
That's okay. Oh no, James, that's not a problem for
yeah.
me. I feel like if anybody's gotten to know me the most during this pandemic, it's you. And
Okay.
wow, this gift felt very meticulously catered to who I am and who I've showed myself to be on this show. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, I appreciate that. Racquel, now look, I have to tell you something. We never plan what we're doing here. There's maybe sometimes a loose idea of maybe, and then often never.
Yeah.
As mentioned, you and I share a birthday last year on the show. My birthday episode was really bad.
What?
There's a
Really?
lot of like, the episode was almost an hour and 40 minutes long.
How long are
You know
these
what?
normally?
Usually like, an hour 10, 15. Tonight, we're looking at about an hour and 15. This just kept going and going. A lot of awkward segments, right? But
Okay.
it was done with so much love and appreciation. I appreciated it. But I wouldn't mind a second chance. I've seen, Connor Rose had a great birthday. Carla had a great birthday. There's been a number of great birthdays. I think in order to have a great birthday, maybe I need to loop you in and we have to do a tandem birthday night.
Oh my God,
Now,
James.
Our
my
birthday,
dream.
It's on a Sunday this year. We
It
might
is.
have to, I don't know if your schedule permits. We might have to, I'm hearing that we're both frozen, right? But you know what? The people that share birthdays together are frozen together.
That's how
Racquel,
it works.
maybe on that Friday before our big day, we have to do the first ever tandem birthday on At Home.
I would love nothing more. I will make myself available for that Friday.
There we go. So we're saying it tentatively Friday, September 3rd. It is going to be a tandem night of birthdays.
And James, let me tell you, I am going to one up your birthday gift that you have so kindly blessed me with tonight. You are going to be blown away. You're going to be like, whoa, is Racquel here? Is she me?
Yeah.
How did she know me so well?
All right. Look, I might have to get 4 new dancers for this.
Oh, James, you already done so much. I would love if you could just foot me the receipt. I feel like I should pay for some of those.
Some of those dancers. I'm gonna pay the tab, but what I will do is I'm gonna send you T.O. Tony's contact information.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate it.
Is all mine. Racquel, thanks so much for being here tonight. We'll talk soon, okay?
Yes. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Take care, folks. What an absolutely vulgar night. At the top of the show, I said, why can't tonight be one of the best? And I will tell you right now, I often have a good time on the show. Sometimes I have a really good time. Tonight, I had a blast. Not only do I want to thank Racquel, I want to thank Jason Grimmer. Remember, don't forget, we will not be on the air this Wednesday because I, as well as Jason and a host of very hilarious performers, are going to be on stage at the Diving Bell Social Club for the Wednesday Improv Show. Once again, if you're itching to see some live comedy, you can. Commotion Theater on Facebook, so on and so forth. I also want to thank each and every one of our callers. Until then, thanks so much for watching. I wish you a good night. We will see you this coming Friday. Dimitri Kiraz is here. Alex Brown is here, and so much more. We'll see you then. Until then, I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and be well.